As a new mom, I chuckle at the thought of getting my daughter dressed in the morning when there's winter cold outside. When I put on her hat, I think of how my mother told me I would catch a cold if I didn't. However, this simply isn't true. What is true is the cold weather affects us once we're infected already with a virus. The cold weather decreases blood flow to our nose and decreases the ability of us to filter pathogens like viruses. Some systems can be directly affected by the cold. Cold temperatures, high winds, and dampness can lead to hypothermia and particularly strain your cardiovascular system, so dress warm and protect yourself. Lungs can be affected, especially in patients that have asthma or COPD, by triggering inflammation of the airways and spasm and therefore worsening your symptoms. Migraine sufferers can also be triggered because the barometric pressure changes in the winter with the cold temperatures. The bottom line is, the cold can do these things, but it doesn't always. So if you have these diseases or any concerns, be sure to talk to your doctor about ways you can protect yourself. During winter activities like shoveling snow or snowball fights with your kids, be sure to protect yourself from exertion. Don't eat a big heavy meal beforehand, don't drink alcohol beforehand, and use a small snowblower or shovel. If you become sweaty, go inside and change your clothes to prevent hypothermia. If you're breathing the cold air and it causes discomfort, you can always put a light handkerchief over your mouth to protect and warm the air before you breathe it. To protect yourself from the common cold viruses, be sure to wash your hands. Washing for 20 seconds is the important part, not whether it's soap or alcohol sanitizer. Sing happy birthday or the ABCs to yourself while you're doing it and it'll be plenty long. Also, avoid touching your eyes, your nose, or your mouth, especially if you are sick or someone around you is sick. Protect yourself from those people by not getting in too close of contact. Make sure that you get vaccinated against the flu because we know that it's protective. And also, the best thing to do is quit smoking. If you are ill, rest, hydrate, use over-the-counter medicines like guaifenesin and dextromethorphan, as well as nasal saline. You can avoid touching doorknobs and spreading germs on faucet handles by using gloves or paper towels. Be sure to avoid coughing and sneezing on others by doing so into your elbow like this. The bottom line is, these symptoms can peak after 7 to 10 days. They can last for 2 weeks, sometimes longer, especially this season with cough lagging for a couple of weeks at least. But the point is, if your symptoms continue to worsen after a week, be sure and contact a doctor as you may need to be seen. So remember, the myth isn't entirely true, but the cold weather will affect you once you're infected by a cold virus. So follow these simple tips and enjoy a much healthier cold and flu season.